to the 18th of January. Hello, Rico. You're getting quite handy with this painting, aren't you?
Well, I'm not getting any help anyway, that's for sure.
So Rico's undercoating at the moment. Why do you not use the bigger brush?
No, because it's easier with this one.
Is it?
Getting into the nooks and crannies.
I know, but it would be a lot quicker if you used a bigger brush.
I've got a bigger brush here.
Huh?
I've got a bigger brush here.
So you're just going to let that dry just now, yeah?
Yeah, that all has to dry and then it needs another coat.
Okay. And then you're going to gloss it?
No, yeah. Yeah, it might need...
That's like chipboard, isn't it?
It might need a third coat.
What, of undercoat?
Yeah.
But undercoat dries quickly.
No, it's not undercoat, it's undercoat with primer, right?
Alright.
Because what it'll do is see these marks like that black mark there. Should get rid of these.
Alright.
Because it sticks.
Okay.
Okay. It's got the primer in it.
So that's what we are up to on this 18th of January, which is a Thursday, my people. I'm just going to sit and do a video on, oh, I don't know what to call it, New Year resolutions, ins and outs, habits. There's so many different names for it nowadays. But anyway, that's what I'm going to sit and do at the moment. It's been another chilled day today, so I got up. Oh, I did yoga today. I always feel quite chilled after yoga. So I did a spin in the morning. So I normally do LBT on a Thursday, but it was cancelled. The instructor apparently had flu, but she was alright to teach yoga. So I did my hour of, I think it was an hour of yoga, I'm not sure. The relaxation bit at the end, which I quite enjoy, which is basically just lying on the floor and breathing and listening to music. So that's kind of like the last 5 minutes of the class, and I just stay on for it. So it's just good. My body's really needing yoga to stretch it out properly. And I think I'm getting quite flexible. I'm not really. So what else? Yeah, so came home, then I chatted to Gula because Rico went to a funeral today. Hold on till I put you on the stand, because I want to tell you about Harrods as well. Yeah, so Rico went to a funeral today, and as far as I knew, because I was talking to Gula last night, she said she was going to the funeral, and Rico said she wasn't there, so I had to find out where she was to make sure she was okay. But she's just having a bit of a downer this week. Anyway, so she didn't go to the funeral, but she's okay, so that's fine. But anyway, Harrods. So we all know I had a little purchase. You're gonna get sick of seeing this bag. By the way, in this bag there's another bag. But anyway, we're not going to talk about that now because we're not unboxing that until my birthday. So I don't think I'm going to hold out until my birthday. By the way, I really don't. I am itching. You're going to take it away?
Yeah, I'll take it away.
I'd like to see you try.
I'll hold it.
Well, you know you won't. So I am really itching to. I really am itching to open it up. Anyway. So with Harrods you get points, okay? So we also had fish and chips. So when Rico said in the vlog I got you fish and chips, we had fish and chips with a bottle of wine, and literally it was chips, cod. It was cod, wasn't it? Was it haddock? Haddock. So we had.
The guides even tried to explain to us what haddock was.
I know. We were like,
we use it in England. That's
right. They don't use it?
No, they have more cod or collie, and that's for their fish and chips.
Ah!
No, it's more
I know, because when you get a fish supper from here, it's haddock.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we had catch of the day. Do you remember the place we were at eating?
Yeah, it was Kerridge's.
Kerridge's?
From Kerridge.
What?
Kerridge.
Kerridge.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we had fish and chips each, and a bottle of wine. What wine did we have?
Can't remember.
You can't remember? Alright. And a bottle of and a bottle of wine, a bottle of still water, and you got some condiments as well with the fish.
Yeah.
That was it. So that came to £150 for a fish supper. Anyway.
It's Harrods, Andri.
It's Harrods. It was nice, it was lovely. And it's the batter and all that's gluten free. Okay. Which means they probably used, hey?
They just make it with corn flour.
Corn flour.
Corn flour is gluten free, isn't it?
Is it?
I'm sure it is.
Anyway, all that aside. So, I had a Harrods card on my phone, but it's been a long time since I've used it. It wasn't working. So anyway, so when we tried to use it, when we had our fish and chips, it didn't work. Then we went into the shop that I bought my birthday present from, tried to use it in there, which was well worth using. It wasn't like just £150, it was well worth using because the Harrods cards are really good. I'm sure you know all about that. And the Harrods cards, points, I should say points. Anyway, so when we went into that shop, the SA was adamant. She says, no, go to the 3rd floor, go and get it checked. It's really worth your while getting your points. So Rico and I did. So we went into customer services, and basically because my old card had expired and I was using an email address, and because I'd already used the email address with that card, it wasn't working again to try and update. Anyway, long story short, I ended up getting a new card with a new email address, an email address that both Rico and I use. So Rico has his own email, I have my own email. I have two actually. Anyway, and we have one that we use jointly, but the one we use jointly is only on Rico's phone because I get enough emails, because all my YouTube emails come to my phone as well, so my emails are absolutely crazy. Anyway, so we created another account basically, and we got a new card, and customer services then created the card and added the points from both receipts, both from this purchase and the fish and chips, added it onto the card. So, and they said to us it would take 24 hours for the card to update and for the points to be added on. So within 24 hours we checked, and only the fish and chips had been added on. So I think it was 153 points.
Yep.
Yeah.
£1 per point.
Yeah, £1 per point. Anyway, so only that had been added on. So yesterday, so that was on Monday when we were in Harrods. So yesterday, we travelled back Tuesday, so Wednesday I phoned up and I questioned it, and then the lady I spoke to in customer services says, right, okay, I'll sort it out, I'll add it on, you'll get an email to say they've been added on, blah blah blah. So this was yesterday morning. Checked this morning, nothing had been added on, and we didn't even get an email back. She said she was going to email us back, but she didn't. She only emailed us to say thank you for your inquiry, I'm sorting it out, and then there was no confirmation of the points being added on. So waited again 24 hours, phoned today, and the lady I spoke to today in customer services was quite adamant, oh just wait 24 hours as to, she's between 24 and 48 hours. I explained I had waited more than 48 hours because the points had originally supposedly been added on Monday. Anyway, long story short, they're gonna do an inquiry as to why, because now, because the points have been added on and they're not shown on my card, and she's checked that it's not shown on my card, they have to kind of do an inquiry as to why, because now they can't add the points because they've already been added, although they're not showing as if they've been added. So at the moment I've only got points for the fish and chips. It's basically all that story. So there's a bit of a, I don't know how long it's going to take. I asked her, how long do you think this is going to take you, blah blah blah, and she said, I'm just checking now to see if they've been added. They still haven't been added on. Anyway, so we'll see what's going to happen. I'll give them, I don't know, I think I'll give them until maybe Monday. If I don't hear or the points are not added on by Monday, I'm going to phone up again. I'm a very impatient person, so I might phone tomorrow. But we'll see.
Tomorrow's not Monday.
Tomorrow's not Monday, but I just explained I'm a very impatient person. Anyway, I'm going to let Rico finish, and then I'm going to film my video that I want to film. Are you finished?
Yeah, I've finished this coat.
It's finished.
Let it dry well, because don't forget, we'll do another coat maybe tomorrow.
Okay. Do another coat tomorrow.
Maybe Sunday actually.
No, tomorrow's fine, it'll be dry tomorrow.
I'll not be here maybe. I'll probably go my shopping.
That's right, Rico's... the battery just in time. Where's my other battery? Where did I put my other battery? Yeah, Rico's got the rugby club on Saturday, so probably... weather permitting. It was freezing this morning, absolutely freezing. Took me ages to defrost my car. Rico didn't defrost it for me this morning because he was busy getting ready to go to the funeral. Okay, let me switch the camera off and change my battery once I remember where my other battery is. Ah, do you know where it is? It's in my never full. Hold on. Okay, it's got my never full. Look at it, it's all packed out like the way I used to have it, you know, like just in case person with everything in it. It's actually quite heavy. Do you know that the organiser, see, I've got an organiser in there. I've had it for years, been a brilliant organiser. I reviewed this. It was actually sent to me, the organiser, and I reviewed it years and years and years ago. It's been brilliant. It's the same one that I use in my Deauville tote as well. So I've actually been asked to review this, and I'm going to sit and do a proper review on it, so I'm not going to chat too much about it, the Neverfull and the Demi Bean, because honestly it's this as a canvas wears so well. But what I was going to say about the organiser is, I think you fit less things in a bag when they're all organised like that. When they're all loose and floating about, I feel as if you can fit a lot more. And obviously the bag isn't structured like that. I mean, look how structured the bag sits with the organiser in it. But you know me, I'm being organised and all of that. So the battery, all of that, just to find the battery, should be in here for this very organised person. Ta-da! There we go. It's in there, because I've started carrying my bag with me again every day, although in saying that I didn't take it today because I didn't. Don't know why. I was jumping into spin and into yoga, and I just put my earpods in. Oh, they're in my body warmer. I need to remember and get them out and charge them up. Earpods, AirPods, I don't know, whatever you call them. So anyway, feeling the heat now, so I'm going to change my battery. Rico is away now, and I'm going to film my, I don't know what I'm going to call it yet, habits, resolutions, whatever. Okay, one more thing before I start filming. I just wanted to mention one of the comments that I got in my video, what was it called, celebrating Anna's 5th birthday and a trip to Harrods, that video. And I got a comment from Catherine Pikichi. Alright, I don't know how to pronounce that, but anyway, Catherine. Hi Catherine. Hi Catherine from Canada, and she said, this is what she says. I've got it here. I'm just reading it from my not my phone, my what's that called, iPad. From my iPad. It says, let's bring it up here. It says, happy birthday to your beautiful Anna. Cotton candy grapes are delicious. I bought a small bag here in Canada and they cost about $25. And then and I obviously replied, oh wow, $25 for grapes? What is this world coming to? Terry replied, I have never seen them or heard of them. And Catherine then replies, delicious, hard to find. And Joe's at that point also adds in the comments, sounds about right. Oh, Canada. $25. Oh my god. What's that smell? It's spilt paint, people. Spilt paint. What are you cleaning it with?
I cleaned it with acetone. So it was in the carpet.
Uses my acetone. You don't, it's thingy, it should just wash off.
Well, I've cleaned it well. Right.
What acetone did you use?
Just a wee bit of that one in the back there.
Okay, that's my video done. That's a glass of sparkling water gone down, drank. Now I'm going to go and have my healthy dinner of chicken and veg and all of that, and then come up and edit. But what I wanted to say to you was, I just messaged my cousin. I said, how much were those grapes? I said, because my friends in Canada are saying they're like $25 for a bag of grapes. I'm going to insert the footage my cousin took, I think it was Tesco, of the price of them. Hello my darlings, welcome to what I think is the 19th It is, woohoo, it's the 19th. It is a Friday, my people. So today we started the day with falling on the driveway. It was so icy, I didn't notice. Marched to the car. Oh, what's happening here? Marched to the car and whoop, went down. Just literally went down. And oh, you should have heard the beautiful language that came out of my mouth. So that's how I started my morning. Then I couldn't get the car out of the driveway. Oh, so eventually Rico came out and he says to me, just put your foot down. I'm like, I'm gonna end up hitting your car. He's like, just put your foot down. I literally went flying out the driveway. It was the only way I can get out. So that's how I started my Friday. Then I went to the gym and I did MetaFit. Then I came home and I did some tidying up and all that. And then I went back and I did circuits, and oh my goodness, I have been doing the water thing today. So every time I've taken a coffee, I've taken a glass of water, this size. People, I keep peeing. I don't know how people do this, but I've gone from a person that barely goes for a pee to a person that literally, I was in my class this morning and I'm like, because this is not like me. I mean, I've always maintained, oh, I've got an amazing strong bladder. You know, like, you know, in the class, you chat, I mean, I'm going, oh, I'm going to pee myself. Not me. I was like, you'd never. And now, oh my goodness, today has been one of those days. I mean, even now, talking to you, talking about it's making me want to pee. So I don't know about this water thing, people. Talking of which, it's my bottle, that's my gym bottle, I brought it in to wash it, but I don't know if it's a good thing. Anyway, what I'm doing is I'm puncturing holes in for Rico's Filofax, which used to be my Filofax. So here's my template. That's my template. So how I made this template, so this is like, I'm sizing A4, no, A5 paper. I've got A4 paper and I'm sizing it down to A5, but I need to puncture the holes in. So these punctures don't have, so the Filofax and the Louis Vuitton agenda, the setup for the hose is like that. So obviously this doesn't do that, so you have to basically do them one at a time. So what you do is, hello my people and welcome to the 20th of January. It is Saturday and I have just deleted my footage from yesterday. So annoying. So I was, as you will have just seen, I was fixing Rico's Filofax and puncturing holes into the, let me go and get it and I'll show you it, because I showed you it all yesterday and I've just deleted it all. I don't know what came over me. Opened up my camera and started deleting before I put it on the laptop. Honestly, so annoying. Let me just, I've just explained. Well, it was actually yesterday, but let me just show you. Welcome to Saturday. Just so I can finish off what I was talking about yesterday, because, and then, yeah. Okay, here is Rico's Filofax. So I was cutting down, let's make sure, get an empty one. Right, I was cutting down, I have to put my phone there because all these receipts are there. So I was cutting down these to size, because remember they came as an A4. And I said, I'm going to try and cut them down, you know me. If I can save a penny, I'll save it, people. It's in my nature. So I got the guillotine down, I measured out, took out one of these sheets, measured out the A5 size, because these were A4, these kind of monthly dividers, and cut them down to size. But then the problem was the holes that were in the A4 didn't match the holes for the, like, the Filofax or even the agenda, because they have like the 3 holes there and the 3 holes there, and that's the same with the Louis Vuitton one. So I was like, how am I going to do this? So what I did was I got I made a template of an A5 size sheet. I took out one of these, I drew the holes, just circled in between the holes of one of these sheets. So basically, lay this over the original A4 and drew out the holes, and then to puncture the 3 on the top and the 3 on the bottom. They're obviously, so I've drawn them out so they're all equal and where they should be. You take off the bottom of your hole puncture, because although it says here underneath, when you look at it, it says A4, A5 and all that palaver, and you pull it back, that's how hole punctures work, right? But it doesn't work for that. It doesn't have, so if you look, the holes are not like spaced out the way they should be. So what you do is you take that bit off completely so you can see where the hole is there, and because they're already drawn out onto whatever you're cutting out, you just puncture, you just put it in, you see the hole, and then you just puncture 3 there and 3 there. I hope that's made sense. I was actually doing it and showing you it all in yesterday's vlog, but I've deleted all my footage apart from what you've just seen. It's so annoying. Anyway, it's Saturday. Rico's just home from his do, so I'm going to go and grab myself a wee glass of wine. I can smell the fish. I might probably eat first. Come and have a wee chit chat. I want to chit chat about toxic people, because I spoke about toxic people in my recent ins, outs, habits and all of that, and I just want to touch on it just a wee bit more. So I want to touch on a few things that I spoke about in that video and add something that I didn't talk about shopping habits. I want to do kind of touch on that as well. Let me go and get a wee glass of wine. I don't actually, do you know what? See, that's because I says, okay, we're going to have a glass of wine on a Saturday and a Sunday, but actually, do I really feel like it? Do I? Oh my goodness me. Okay, I actually went there. Is it looking yellowy? It's looking a bit yellowy, isn't it? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, so I went down and actually had my dinner. Do you know, the plan was today I was going to film these empties. I think I'm going to film that tomorrow. I'll get that all filmed tomorrow. So I've had my dinner. I had salad, and then I had a piece of guluri, which is the bread my auntie gave me. I love to dip bread in olive oil and balsamic vinegar, so it's the weekend. I treated myself, and Rico made me up some oil, balsamic vinegar, and I was dipping my guluri in, and it was absolutely delicious. And I had one of these as my little treat after my dinner, and I just brought another one upstairs. So these are the guluragya. People, this is naughty. What happened to no sugar, no this, no that, low carbs? It is low, really. It's the weekend. It's the weekend, people. It's the weekend. It's so good. Especially with a cup of coffee and you dip them in. Oh my goodness. Covered in sesame. And those black things, whatever they are. Tell me. That's it, tell me. My auntie tell me. My auntie. Antimo. Thea. That's how you say auntie in Greek. You say Thea. A lot of my nieces, when I say nieces, like my nieces are Rico's nieces, so I basically grew up with Rico's nieces, but they called me Thea Andri. I know. Anyway, okay, let's get on to the subject. Just quickly, I just want to touch on it quickly. I don't know if I'm going to make videos separately. I just want to touch on it here on the vlogs. Toxic people. So the thing is with toxic people, although someone may be toxic to you, they may not be toxic to somebody else. And it's just basically what it is. Your characters do not match. Your principles don't match. You know, the way you think doesn't match. That's what I mean. It doesn't, you don't gel with that person for whatever reason. Their values are different to yours, I've had really, really toxic people in my life to the point where it affected me, it affected my family. And you know, when I was thinking about it, when I was reading the comments, I kind of thought, should I have removed those people a lot earlier? But actually I learned a lot from it, and that's what it is with life. You know, these ups and downs and things that happen to us, we learn from them, and that's life. That's what life is about. You learn from your experiences, and you learn what you will accept, what you won't accept. And you know, you hear a lot of people, I used to hear people, you know, oh, now I'm loving my 50s, I'm loving getting older, I wish I'd known what I knew, you know, all these things. And I couldn't understand it when I was younger. I couldn't understand why would you want to be older? How can you be enjoying life in your 50s, 60s, 70s, whatever? Now that I'm there, now that I'm a year away from being 60, I get it. And the older I get it. I understand it. It's a shame that it takes us this long, but it's the experiences that have brought us to this position where we now get it. Is it too late? No, because that was all part of the process. That was part of life. The ups and the downs were all part of life. It would be pretty boring. Although now I keep saying, I don't want drama, I'm quite happy where I am, just let things plod on, and because I am at that stage of my life. But life would be pretty boring, it would be pretty pointless if you just went through life like this. It would be quite good. But that's, you learn, and I don't know, you know, I don't know about afterlife and if there's a purpose to all this learning for afterlife and all of that. I'm getting deep. I am getting deep. That glass of wine was not a good idea. You know how it makes you get that. But you know, you look around you, and yes, so I don't know, would I have changed things? Would I have blocked these people out of my life a lot earlier? It would have saved me a lot of hurt. It would have saved me a lot of grief, but would I have learned in the process? I really think, you know, you need to experience the lows to learn from them. In my experience, you really need to. Yeah, I do believe that. So, going back to toxic people, you know, what's toxic to one person isn't to the other. I always think, you know, when I see through a person, I always think people will eventually see through that person. They will eventually see through that person. That's my belief. Getting deep, deep, deep. Should we have a little crunch rather than a slurp this evening? So that's that. The other thing I wanted to touch on was that I didn't touch on in my video about ins, outs and all of that, was about shopping habits. Last year, cheers with a real glass of wine, no sparkling water tonight. Hello, my beautiful girl. Hello, little moon. Right, see if I can close the door. Can you see her? She doesn't like. Oh, are you gonna stay? There you go. So, what was I gonna say? Yeah, about my shopping habits. So last year I found myself, when that Rita Ora collection started, I kind of went to the extreme. For me, I overbought. For me, because I'm very much a person that thinks about my purchases, even with Primark. But it got a bit like addictive. I think looking back now, I don't regret any of my purchases. I love all the purchases that I made. I seriously do. But now, because of all those purchases, I have everything in my wardrobe. I have everything. I have denim skirts. I have everything. I'm really not in a position where I need anything. So just because I'm going down to get my hair done, I'm not going to pop into Primark and just pick something up for the sake of picking something up. I'm really going to rein all of that in this year and try and only buy things that I really, really need and focus more on I was going to say higher end things. So see when I put on things like my Balmain blazer, people, if you haven't experienced a Balmain blazer, it is amazing. It is absolutely amazing. It just makes the outfit. It is, put it over a pair of leggings, put it over a pair of jeans, put it honestly over a dress, anything, and it's the cut. It works for me. It is very much my style. I love it. And years ago I decided I wasn't going to be buying any more kind of lower end things, and I was going to focus on higher end designer items, which is when I bought my, looking at Lily, just making sure the door is wide enough for her to know what's going on outside and to be in here with me. That's what she's like. And that's when I started buying things like my Burberry coat. That's when I bought my Balmain blazer, Balmain t-shirt. I started focusing on more higher end things, and I always used to buy Karen Millen things, clothes, dresses, even jeans, everything. I was focusing on more like the higher end, and then I kind of fell away from it. And I don't know if it's just, it's because it's an easy buy. Walking into Primark and picking something up is an easy buy, and I want to move away from that. So that's my focus this year, is to limit what I'm buying. And on that note, if you stayed until right now, and I always said I would share things first of all with you people that are here with me on the vlogs. So I am going to share with you my purchase for my birthday. I've decided I am going to share that with you. But I'm going to ask you, please don't put it in the comments. But if you have stayed this long, I would like for you to put the poodle emoji in the comments. Okay? The poodle emoji in the comments. So people, because a lot of people will look at the comments just to, and I'm not going to show any of this in my thumbnail or anything like that. I'll probably name this video Toxic People, something like that. Maybe something that's not as clickable. So just for you, because you stayed right to the end of the vlog, of this very extremely boring vlog. Are you ready? I'm going to wrap it all up again. I'm desperate to wear it. Are you ready? Quickly guess. That's the actual bag. I knew none of you would guess. Can we see? Can we see it's washing out? I know it's easy to wrap and unwrap, because I think I said on one of the vlogs that I unwrapped it for, I can't believe I'm doing this. Do you know what's happening? My battery. I'm going to have to change my battery. Honestly, I'm not going to end the vlog here, I promise you. But at least now you know, don't you? But what is it, people? What is it? I can't. Breathe, breathe, breathe. I'm back. See, I'm not doing this for the views. I'm not doing it for clickbait. I'm doing it for you. Because when I say I appreciate you for being here with me on my very ordinary vlogs, I really do. So it is VCA, Van Cleef and apples. I'm not going to review or anything. I'm just going to show you. I'm going to come back. I'm going to do reviews. I have been researching this item like you have no idea. I have been researching. Right, let's open it. So I'm going to be making many videos on it. So. But please do not put it in the comments. I ask you, just put a poodle in the comments. Okay, I'm not even going to talk about the box or anything. It's a suede box. Are you ready? And then I'm just going to say good night and I'll see you tomorrow and cheers and all of that. Are you ready? Are you? I can't, people, I just can't. I'm not even going to touch it because it's got makeup. I've been eating oily fish and all of that, but that's all I'm showing you. I know. Anyway, thank you very much for being here with me. And if you would like to see any more videos, I'm going to link one here. And if you'd like to subscribe, it's A right here. Thank you for being here with me. Remember that, poodle? And I'll see you, I don't know. Bye. And cheers. Wait till I show you the bucking.